Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
As we told you earlier, we are using the word potential possibility as far as any either direct or indirect impacts from Hurricane Jose, and not until the early part of next week. And obviously, we're going to talk about the storm in detail in just a second. In the meantime, we are holding on to summer again. Boy, these numbers have been nice. Low 80s right now, 82 in Providence, mid and upper 70s along the shoreline. Newport coming in at 75. Beach weather, westerly checks in at 78 degrees. Doppler radar locally is fine. Heading out your Friday evening, looking good. The high school football games, showers, thunder, not an issue. Even though we're tracking some to our north, I do expect these to be fizzling out during the overnight. Now, if you're out late at night, I'm talking, well after midnight, especially near the ocean, there'll be some locally dense fog, but not right now. See all the weather that's clear back through the Great Lakes belongs to us for the weekend. So overall, your Saturday and Sunday looking pretty good. That is a better organized now Category 1 Hurricane Jose. Florida, North Carolina, southern New England. We can get in a little closer, take a look at a more detailed satellite picture. Winds are at 75 miles per hour. It's not out of the question to get a little stronger because the path will take it over water that is slightly warmer, and these storms feed on warm ocean water. So this little track right in here, and the water temperatures are like 86, 87 degrees, so it'll pick up a little steam. As it approaches these northern latitudes by early next week, up here the water's cooler. We'll start to see a weakening process. Winds at 75, moving northwest at 10, 640 miles south-southeast of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. Latest forecast guidance from the National Hurricane Center, taking the northwest turn and then due north, and then watch the last minute, that bend to the right. How soon or late that bend to the right occurs will determine whether or not we get any land issues here as far as rain and wind. This is a Category 1 storm. Tuesday afternoon at 2 o'clock. It's weakened to a tropical storm and then pulling away later on Wednesday afternoon. This whole yellow area represents the cone of uncertainty. So it widens the further out into the future we go. So quite simply, what this means is the red line is the center of the storm, which could be as far west as New York City or as far east as well out to sea. So a lot of uncertainty come Tuesday and Wednesday, but it is too close for comfort, and why we want to watch the situation closely. One thing's for sure, regardless of the track, these waves are going to be real big offshore. This is our wave height forecast model by Tuesday evening. So come later Monday, especially Tuesday and Wednesday, dangerous rip currents up and down the East Coast. Big surf. I'm thinking the surf is a lot bigger than the last couple of hurricanes that were well offshore this past summer. So be mindful of that. Even with a track that's off the coastline, these waves are going to be building, and along the coastline, the potential for some beach erosion and some swells offshore. So scenes like this a little bit come Monday, but more so by Tuesday and especially into Wednesday morning. So as far as potential impacts, one thing's for sure, and that is ocean impacts, rough surf, big waves likely. Two potential track scenarios. Track number one tracks closer to the coastline. It means on land we do have some impacts in terms of rain and wind, especially near the coastline and especially Cape Cod and the islands. The magnitude of that rain and wind remains to be seen. Track number two is further offshore. We get no rain or wind at all, but we still get some of the ocean concerns. In the meantime, now through Sunday and even Monday, we're looking fine. Heading out this evening, your Friday evening is beautiful. Your weekend looks okay. So best advice, check back with us on our website too, WPRI.com. We keep updating our blog. Monday day looks fine, even though the surf will be on the increase on Monday. And then I'm keeping rain and some wind in the forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday, at least for coastal sections. The magnitude of that remains to be seen. The highest risk would actually be the further south and east you go, the Cape, the islands, the offshore islands. Ferry service, Block Island, the islands come Monday and Tuesday may be questionable, so be mindful of that.
All right, thank you, Tony.